This is a Logic Pro 10 tutorial for a workaround on a video panning left and right. If you don't have a strong enough video editor that can actually pan a video, the audio for the video left and right, then this would be the workaround. I use iMovie, Logic Pro 10, QuickTime, stuff like that. So as you can see, I have the Logic project open. Let's say if you come to the project, you open it from bare bones, whatever, it gives you this option. I usually just choose audio. Got all my videos on the right, working on, I have one left to work on, which is riff number 1, the right side. So you can either drag and drop or double click. What I try to do is I try to get my playhead at the beginning of the project so I can kind of sync everything up nice and tight. Then double click, gives you this option. Now make sure you choose both check marks, both options. Open the movie and extract the audio track. What it does is it in a sense separates the video from the audio, but the audio file is actually kind of useless. So let's say if you start it, hit play, it's muted, you can't hear it. The only way you can hear it is if you right click, go to movie project settings, hit the mute option, and it actually plays. The problem with this file is you can't do anything with it. It plays centered. You can change it all day long. Like if you come down here to input and change it to stereo, go to surround and put stereo output, and let's say since the file needs to be on the right side, you can pan it hard right, it still plays it centered. It doesn't, still doesn't allow you to pan it. So this is the workaround for it. And that's still centered, that's still centered. So what I do is I just leave it muted. But if you wanted to hear it, the way to do it, in a sense, to double check to make sure it's actually synced up in your project, is just to play it so you can see if the actual audio is synced up with the video. And it is. So now what happens when you do this, when you actually import this video, and I'm going back to mute it because once I bounce it, I definitely don't want that audio file to be bounced with it. When you import these videos into the project, what it does is it creates a WAV file for this audio track right here, and it's, you know, it's pretty much its own file. So open up your Finder. I already have it open. This is the one it just created. As you can see, today is 7/26, it's 7/28, so it just created it. What I do is I then drag and drop it pretty much exactly where the other file is. I place all files on one track. Now if you were to do create new tracks, what it'll do is it'll create you know, like there's 7 files in this one track. 6 of them are empty. One of them is actually the WAV file. What it'll do is if you do create new tracks, it'll create like you know, minus this one, it'll create 6 more channels. And instead of that, you have to, you know, delete a bunch of channels. You can just do place all files on a track, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hit OK. And these are empty, like these 2 right here are empty. Zoom it down a little bit. You can see that these 5 right here are empty as well. So you have to get rid of those. And then you can drag the WAV file and line it up with the original. As you can see, they're lined up. You can even obviously watch the video, hit play, see that's lined up. If you mute this out, you can see that if you can hear it on the audio, you can hear that there's nothing you can hear. It's muted, so you know that you're using this file right here. So, and it is synced, so that's a good thing. After you know it's synced, then you can go and manipulate this actual channel. You can see that it shows mono. You can put it in stereo if you like, or keep it in mono, however you want. It's got stereo out already, so since this is a right side, I want to pan it hard right, make sure my Volume is balanced at 0, and I check it with my speakers, and it is definitely playing out the right side. Check it on the left side, it's playing out the left, so I keep it hard right. Now I'm ready to go ahead and export it. So you go to File, Movie, Export Audio to Movie. And as you can see, I've already done riff 1 left, and 4, 5, and 6. Number 2 and 3 are 2 guitars playing the same thing, so there's no need to stereo, do a hard pan left and right. So, but I needed to do the right side for riff number 1, so go ahead and save it. You don't want to enable that, just hit OK. And then check your work. Right here, double click, open up, and now it's playing out on my right speaker. So that's exactly how I do the workaround. If I don't, if you don't have like a video editor that you can go and edit videos and pan them hard left and right, this is the workaround in Logic Pro 10. So any questions, let me know.